Hey, Tim's Workshop here. Hey, I'm going to take a door panel off to take a look at how the window mechanism works on the driver's door to fix the passenger door. So I'm going to have to take it apart. Plus, I'm going to change the speaker out on this side too, which I did on a previous video on the passenger door. So I can kind of do both at the same time. All right, first off, you got to take this this piece off here. So carefully get your screwdriver underneath there and pop this off. There's another. I'll show you what it looks like once I get it off here. So, as spring clips right here and here, and then this piece fits down inside there. Okay. So there's the first piece. It's starting to rain, so I might have to put a pause on this until this piece comes out. Just like that. Same thing, it's got spring clips. This one came off. I'll have to put it back on. But this one here, just like that. And then undo these. You just push these down. One's for the window and one's for the lock mechanism. All right, so there's that one. Let's take the spring clip back off here. Put it back on the piece. There we go. There we go. All right. Tuck these in there. Okay, this piece over here, it comes off. And then you rotate it like that. Comes off. Okay. My screw gun. Need a longer piece here. There we go. It's my extension. It looks like it's lightening up on the rain. All right, well, looks like a 932. Okay, got that one. Let's see. All right. Okay, get that out. Gotta get this piece out. Okay. All right. Got it off. So anyway, you see the has hangers. So when you put it back on, it just fits in the slots, and you push it down and then screw it on. So it's pretty easy. Okay, then this plastic barrier, there's a speaker that's rattling. It needs to be replaced. Okay. All right. Got my headset on here, so it'll be easier to tell you what's going on. So anyway, I got the driver's door panel off mainly because I want to change the speaker out that is rattling, you know, like it did on the passenger side last year, and I did a video maybe a couple years ago about putting a Kenwood speaker on that side, which works really well. So I'm going to get this one off, but this video is actually on the door not working on the passenger side. And what I did is I took it apart like this on the other side over there, and I pulled the motor out, and this is the motor for the passenger side. I took it apart, and there's actually a pulley that goes over the top of this, with the cables. There's a cable that goes in one direction to raise the window up, and then the other cable down here, the actual lower cable down here is the one that pulls it back down. So one raises it up and one lowers it. So the drum fits over this. So I got it apart right now because when I took it apart the other side and took this off and turned it like this, water came out of it. Okay, so what I did is I drained the water out of it and shot WD-40 in it, and then moved the piston back and forth, the rod, and got it so it broke loose, and left it overnight upside down and for the WD and water to drain out of it. And I hooked it up just to the door switch and plugged it in on that side, and it works. So in order to get this off though, completely off, without the drum on here, this will just spin. And these are the teeth against these teeth that runs the this thing runs in both directions. Okay, so the switch runs it the window up, and the switch runs it down. Well, that moves this rod one way and hit the switch, and it runs it in reverse. So in order to get this off, I just kind of turned it like this until it broke free, and it'll do it. Just churn it until it comes out, just like that. Okay, and then this will go back down. Where'd my pliers? Vice grips. Needle nose. There we go. Okay, so that's what I did, and this thing moves back and forth real good after I put WD-40 in it, and it runs good. That side's a different type of switch, but I guess I can go over there and turn it on. I gotta put my key in, and that way I can show you how it runs. Make sure it's unlocked. Unlocked. There we go. All right, so it's this one here. Okay, and then got to hook up the switch, which is this large one here. Okay, so see that? So it works good just by putting WD-40 in it and then running it back and forth until it, I guess I could just, well, I want to put it back together and show you how to do that. All right. So to put this back together, Put it in like that. And then take the vice grips and run it up a ways. There we go. Okay. Just like that. Okay. So this one should run fine on that over there now. I got the drum, the cables all put back together there. So I'm going to put a light inside here and put my camera in and have you watch how the window operates with these cables. Figured might as well do it while the door's open. All right, so let's turn this off. You know how this goes back together now. There's a top piece that goes over this with the drum inside. I already got that over there ready to go. So when I put that together, I'll show you. All right, let's try the angle like this. Let's see if that works better. There we go. Get the speaker out of here. Okay, it's got a clip on it, but the new speaker doesn't have this setup, so we'll have to wire it differently like we did the other side. But for now, I'll show you why this thing's rattling. There's moisture that gets in this door. Oops. Let's unplug this. I don't need it hooked up right now. There we go. All right, so the magnet. There we go. All right. I'll point to it with my screwdriver. See this? It's got a hole in it right there. Hopefully you can see it. Yep. It's ripped right there. Ripped over here. See that? This speaker's not even attached to the outboard side of this cloth anymore. So I'm going to take this in because I need this part of it, the bracket, and I have to take the speaker off of that because I need the bracket for this because it has the clips to put it back in. Then I got to cut the wire and wire it up, put some electrical tape around the new speaker wires with the new speaker, and then put some plumber's tape around it to seal it in good, possibly keep it from ripping like this again, which I did on the other speaker over there, and apparently a lot of people like that video. That's why I'm doing this video, because I figured a lot of people would like to know how to fix these motors too, if they're repairable, which mine was. So just had water in it. Now that's the question too, is how did you get water in it in the first place? I don't know. There was quite a bit of water in there for just condensation. It was like water was running into it somehow, but I don't see how it could, so it had to be condensation. So, and this motor, I'll probably have to take it apart and clean it too, because eventually it's going to quit working like that one over there too. But I won't make a video of this one. This is going to be it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to change out the speakers. The last video I did at the angle, I've caught the window going up and down on these slides on the inside pretty good. It actually looked a lot better than the first one. So that'll be on this video. And what's next? Putting the other door back together with the motor. Testing it, make sure the window goes up and down. And then I'm going to put everything back together. All right, so I'm going to continue this video on putting that motor back together over there. All right, well, I got the Kenwood speaker in, got the wires hooked up. I just cut off the length of the wire that came with it, and it had terminals on the end of this. The black is the hot, of course, or the positive for speaker, and the brown was the worked for that, or the black, and then the brown worked for the ground on that. So I tested it, that it works. So I'm done with the speaker. This piece broke off, so I just went ahead and drilled a couple holes and screwed it in. The tabs on the bottom are still good. I lucked out and didn't break that one over there on that side, but this side, yeah, I wasn't quite so fortunate. The speakers are probably a little, the camera was a little bit thicker base to it, so, but either way, I got it on. I ain't going nowhere. All right, so next I'll be going back to the passenger door over there and start putting that all together. All right. Okay, so this is the drum. See how it moves as you pull it down on that spring here. Okay, and see where it fits right there. Okay, like that. And then there's another bolt hole there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, so carefully set that up there. This is the drum, and you have to be careful that it doesn't go flying out. You got to have tension on it. So it's on a spool, and one cable wraps around it one way. There's threads on it, on that drum, on that spool. So you put the cable in the threads, going one way, and then the other cable going the opposite direction. And that's how you spool it up, and then you carefully put it in there, but you got to make sure you got enough turns on the cable so it has enough tension on the spring. and then you put this this black piece back over the spring, and then you're good to go as far as putting this together. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to take this and bring this down, put this back on the drum. Okay, so I got the motor back together. Make sure you get all 4 bolts in it. I had 2 of them in, and I went to run the window up and down, and it got about here and quit. I'm going, what the heck? And then I realized I didn't have all 4 of these little bolts securing the motor in there, so it was preloading the motor, which made it stop. So I got that all fixed. I actually ran it up and down, and it works pretty good. I still got some greasing to do and hitting it with silicone. What I'm using here is a silicone spray. Okay, stop sticking and squeaks and waterproofs. And silicone is what you use on the rubber, because it dries, but it leaves a slick film. So don't use like lithium grease or any kind of stuff that it'll just gum everything up. The silicone will actually dry, but it also, like I say, it leaves a nice slick surface. So I turned the key on. Let's roll this window down. And there it goes. And go up. It's a little slow coming up. Okay. So, really, So anyway, we'll put some of this silicone in both sides here. A liberal amount, okay. A little nozzle fell off here. Whoop, don't drop it down in there. There we go. Okay. Then over here, these tracks. Shoot some on these tracks. It's going to be on the window too, but you can wipe it off. Down there. Let's get it over here. It's kind of dark here, but you get the idea. Well, let's try that. Let's turn the engine on. I think it'll run better with the power on. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so I got the channels lubed up. I didn't have the key actually on. Once I turn the engine on, the window goes up and down real good. I got to clean the window though. Get some of the silicone off the window itself. And so I'm going to put the door panel back on, and the lock, the controls, restore this thing back, and then I'm going to do the other side, the driver's door, put some more grease and all that on there. On the drive gear. The drive gear is, never mind. Anyway, I'm going to grease the drive gear and put silicone on the rubber door tracks. And that, once it dries, both sides should be good. All right, so I got both windows working good now. Got that motor, water out of this motor on the passenger side, and hit WD-40 on it, and it works great. So I just got to restore everything, put the door panels back on and all that, and we're done with this project. So if you like, please subscribe and leave a like. Hit the notification ding-a-ling bell to get notifications of my new videos coming out. All right, thanks. All right, well, I got the panels back on, speakers in. Let's try out the speaker. Sounds good. Not rattling anymore. Okay, let's turn the truck on. Try the windows. Works good. Now that window. A little slow, but the windows are wet and the silicone's not totally dry yet, so it's been raining so hard. So what I'm going to do is, once it quits raining, dries out for a few days, spray some more silicone on the seals, let dry overnight, and that should do it, really. I mean, this window over here, the passenger window, wasn't even working at all. And once I took that motor apart and found water in it, that explained why. This side over here doesn't seem to have that problem. So we'll keep an eye on it, and at least we know how to fix it now. Hopefully this helps you.